kitchen. I am Tina with Hanging with Frugal Tina. Before I begin, I always have to take a minute to say thank you. Thank you to the subscribers, thank you to the viewers, and thank you to anybody who's new here, who's just coming in to see what this is all about. I believe if you're not humble, if you're not grateful, and you're not thankful for the small things, what are you going to do when the big things come by, right? So I am humbled by you guys. I am so grateful and so humbled by the people subscribing. I just can't even put it into words other than just thank you. So let's move on. What are we doing today? Today I'm going to show you a recipe. Let's put it this way. Have you ever wanted lasagna and you're just like, ugh, the work, I have to do this, I have to cut the cheese, I have to do that, I have to make the layers, I got blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm going to show you how you can make lasagna on a weeknight in minutes outside of the cook time in the oven and boiling the pasta. Those are the two hardest things you got to do. So let's get it, let's go. Let's heat up those pots. I want you to come with me over there. Let's go. Okay, here's what I'm going to use for tonight's dinner. You do not need to use the meat. You could do it meatless. It'll keep the price down. You also don't need the ricotta. I just like it. So what am I going to use today? I'm going to use a pound of ground beef, 16 ounces of mozzarella cheese, ricotta cheese, a can or two. I'm not really exactly sure how much I'm going to need. A pasta sauce, and I'll tell you why in a minute. You need the lasagna noodles. I'm also going to have it with Hawaiian roll. And the end, that is a plant-based mozzarella that I'm going to use for Eric so that he can eat the same as us. That's why I'm saying we may need a can or two because I have to make a separate dish for him. So let's get it, let's go, let's start cooking. Before I begin, I'm going to chop up the mozzarella and I'm gonna cook the pasta like you would if you're making lasagna. And then I'm gonna come back and we'll do what we're gonna do with the ricotta. Okay, I decided I'm gonna add an onion. I was just gonna do the onion powder because it's quick and it's less time, but I have a little extra time today to prepare dinner, so I'm actually going to use the onion. But if you are going to make this and you are pressed for time, use onion powder. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna cook the ground beef. I have a pound of ground beef here. Okay, so we're going to smash it up. And I'm going to add the onion right to the meat. Boop. That's one small onion. So let me brown this up a little bit and then I'll show you what to do next. All right, so that's just about done. The onions are softened. I'm gonna drain what little bit of grease that's in this pan out. And then we're gonna start making the sauce with it. Now you don't have to do this step. You could do it meatless. Okay, so I'm just going to add a can of sauce. I add a little water to get that out of there in a minute. Now, you could stop here and just mix this in. This is fine, right here. Just a nice little meat sauce. But I'm going to add just a little bit more to it. I'm going to add a little bit of garlic. Even though there's onions in it, I'm going to add garlic and onion powder. Some garlic, and just a couple of shakes of the Italian seasoning. It doesn't really come out. There you go. And that's it. You could add some salt and pepper if you'd like. I'm not going to. That's that. We just got to wait for the pasta to get done. I'm gonna mix up that ricotta real quick. And you also, instead of using ricotta, first of all, you don't need this large container, a small one. It was less expensive for me to buy this big one. I'm gonna use the other half for another recipe. So I'm only gonna use half of this. But you don't need this. You can also use cottage cheese, but you don't need that either. You can just go with the mozzarella. So, just waiting on the pasta. Take a look and see what's going on in that pot. All right, so that's half of the container. I have the other half right here. I'm gonna throw an egg in there. Some Italian seasoning. Onion. And garlic. Boom. Done. That's easy, right? Wait until I show you what I'm going to do to make this the easiest lasagna you've ever made. Mixy, mixy. Still waiting on the pasta. I got everything ready. The pasta's still not done. Alrighty. That's that. Okay, so let me put that in the fridge while we wait for the rest. Okay, this is for Eric's. This is the non-dairy version. That is tofu. I have some egg, and we're just going to add a little bit of garlic, a little bit of onion, and some Italian seasoning. Just like we did with our ricotta. And then I have one egg right here mixed up. I'm going to add that to it. And then I'm just going to mix that up, and let me show you how simply this lasagna comes together. Let me mix that up, and I'll be right back. All right, that's what it looks like, all smashed up with an egg in it. Let's get to making dinner. All right, so what I want you to do now, I have the pasta here. Now I had to leave mine sit for a second, so it looks a little weird. I had to drop my grandson off. But take your pasta, stack it up however you want. And I don't want, we're not going to layer this like traditional pasta. You're just going to cut it in whatever size shapes you want. This way is easy for me. There's no rhyme, no reason. Just chunk it up. I'm doing like little triangles. But really, there's no right or wrong way. Just like that. And you're going to do that to the whole pile. Let me do that. I did Eric's already because I'm going to do the same ours that I've done with his. So there's no sense in showing it twice. What I am going to show you is that I did use the tofu and this. And then we have some plant-based mozzarella that we're going to use table side rather than just putting it on top. I'm going to put a little layer of cheese on top here. Plant-based cheese anyway. And that's going to go in like that with a cover on it. Now let me show you how I did that. Okay, so to this bowl, I had cheese in it. We're going to add the mixture we made just with the egg and ricotta. And you don't even have to use this. You could skip this step altogether if you wanted to. We're going to add some of the cheese in there. Let's just go for it. I got a little bit to the side for the top. Oop. And then all the pieces that I chopped up in little triangles and whatnot, they're just no rhyme, no reason, just random. We're going to put that in here best we can. I might end up mixing the rest of it in the pan because this bowl might not be big enough, but, and you know me, I need a bigger bowl. Yeah. You know what I'm going to do? Hold on a minute. All right, this is the pot that I boiled the pasta in. So much easier that way. Should have did that from jump. Put it in here. Give it a good old mix. I'm going to put a little sauce in there. It'll loosen things up a little bit so it mixes easier. Okay, I'm going to give that a mix and I'll come right back. All right, so we're going to take this into the pan right here. See, it has hardly any sauce in it right now. I just want to get it into the pan so we know what we're working with. Alrighty, so now we have that meat sauce. Need something to put this on. Use this lid right here. And we're gonna spoon that meat sauce right over top of this. All right. So what we're gonna do is gonna mix the meat right in there. I got some more over here. We got some sauce for the top. When I tell you this doesn't look like much, it looks a little like yucky, but wait till it comes out of the oven. You'll see. All that cheese and everything that's in there, the sauce that's in there, it's gonna loosen up a little bit. Put all that meat down there. Eric's doesn't have meat sauce. His just has sauce because he didn't want any. Alrighty, so now we're gonna throw some cheese down on top of the top, because you gotta have a nice layer with lasagna, right? This is what's left of the sauce that I used for Eric. Okay? You could put a layer of Parmesan right here, but I'm gonna do it table side. And then we're just gonna do this. Now, one last thing you need to remember. When this thing is this high like this, before you put a lid on it, spray the lid with a little olive oil or whatever it is you have so it doesn't stick. All right, and that, my friends, is going in the oven. Okay, so here we go. We're pulling it out of the oven. Oh my goodness, it's heavy. Ugh. See what's going on here? It's been about 20 minutes. Woohoo, you see? Oops. You see how that worked out with the spraying it with the vegetable spray? It didn't stick. I'm gonna put this back in for like 3 more minutes just to finish melting off the top. Here's Eric's. This is the non-dairy. All right, so now I'm gonna spray his with a little, because that's a trick that I found with the plant-based. If you hit it with a little bit of spray or olive oil, it'll melt better. So I'm gonna put his back in for the same amount of time. Well, okay, here we go. Oh man, that's heavy. Look at that. Woo! And here goes Eric's, looking just as yummy. It doesn't melt the same as ours, but there's Eric's. And I'll bring you down to show you ours. And there she is. Looking yummy. Yummy! I'm gonna meet you
at the table.
There we go. No plate today. And there's Eric looking yummy, yummy, yummy. His looks a little orange, but there you have it. All right, Eric. Let me see what I can do here. Ooh. 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 Look inside there. Look at the cheese pull. Good job. Yummy.
Yummy, yummy.
Look inside there. That is yumminess. All right, let's get to the table.
If you get any benefit at all from my content, you can help me out by clicking like, share, commenting, and definitely hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video.
Well, hello! We're at the table! We can't wait to eat! Weeknight lasagna. Lasagna. Now, Eric has plant-based cheese and tofu, and this is plant-based, I can't forget what that stuff is called. Parmesan. I call it stinky cheese. So I'm going to try it without it first. We got some rolls that Eric can have too. Not just us, but let's get right to it. You know, we're going, yeah. Oh, look at all that meat in mine and cheese. Now, Eric doesn't have meat in his. It's just tofu. He didn't want meat. Hold on, let me get another bite. Hey!
I was pushing out.
Yeah! You was pushing it with your mouth and your teeth and everything else, right? I'm kidding. Okay. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, go. What's bad to say about cheese? Melted cheese and sauce and pasta. Not a darn thing, right? All right. Well, ooh, see all that smoke coming out of there? This is really good. This is really good.
10 out of 10, and
10 out of 10. There you go. All right. I think Yaya wanted to eat on camera today. Did you? Okay. Well, let me switch spots. Okay, Miss Yaya. Let's see how you like it. That's a big old plate too you got there. Hope you can eat all that. Just go for it.
Oh my goodness, those eyeballs say it all.
Really good, right? That's good, right? All right, all she can do is shake her head, so we're gonna let her go.
That was worth it.
It was worth the wait?
Yep.
All righty. Well, there you have it. See you later. Bye. Well, that was delicious, and dinner is over. How did we do? Well, there's Eric's. No, I'm kidding. He did a good job, though. A tiny bit in there. That's all he's got left out of that. And what about us? How did we do? Let me show you how we did. Booyah. Half of it. That's a 9 by 13. Half of it. That was absolutely delicious. And we're going to eat it again tomorrow. So I hope you try it. I hope you like it. And if you would be so kind, could you maybe share or throw me a thumbs up or become a subscriber? I would really appreciate it. See you later. Bye.